have it on camera. Don't worry. But both of you can kind of learn from the other side. It's gonna help you. So you just got to figure out a way to communicate this. But your biggest problem right now is that you just walk into guard. Like you walk into range. Like you walk into all the connection points, all the guard, the whole system of getting closed down. Like you just, like to you to start, like right in front of him is bad, and you just go into it, right? Like you might even start outside it in range, kind of like lay down. Like you might even start kind of like here, and your first move is just to step in, and then a lot of shit starts happening.
Yeah.
You got to realize, like, my whole approach, right, is like I may be actually backing out to where you're starting, because when he has no connection, his connections are what make him dangerous.
Okay.
He's actually kind of weak. Like he's not that strong on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So like when he has no connections, especially no leg connections, man, it's stressful to be this guy.
Yeah.
But the second I give him all leg connections, now it's stronger, right? There's kind of like a rule. He's got 4 limbs, right? If he has 4 good points of contact from guard at any point in time, what he's doing will probably be way more effective.
Okay.
Right? So it's like I'm trying to reduce how many points of contact he has at that time. So I don't just want to go into guard. I want to be fucking with his connections. Like he wants to put legs on my body, outside my body. He wants to put hands on my arms, on my collars, on my head, right?
Yeah.
Like that's typical. He wants to put a hand under my leg, on my pant, right? He's trying to put connections on me. Man, I'm trying to take connections off me, block something and move.
Okay.
Now you did good things, like one time you're in the shit, you got a double under, and you passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another time you try to knee cut, right? It's good, like you know what to do when you're in there. You still have to know how to fight when you're in the fucking guard because that's reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to just have this idea, how do I break connections? How do I range this guy? And then don't just walk into guard. You were mostly underneath. Don't just walk in, and now he has 4 connections, and I'm gonna try to look for my underhook, right?
Yeah.
That's like I'm giving him everything he needs, right? And it's gonna be a bigger fight, right?
Okay.
Like when he doesn't have shit, try to square things. Boom! I try to take the underhook while he doesn't have anything,
Okay.
right? So reduce connections. I hope this makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay, for you, minor correction. Why do I say minor? Because it's not exact science. Everyone's a little different. But, simple thing. I think you are keeping him too far away. You're making the connections, and you're working some shit, and you're having some success with it. You're doing it well. You're doing things well. But in general, you are keeping the guy pretty fucking far, which actually makes it easier. Like if you do it on me, I will exploit the hell out of that.
Right.
Because it's actually easier to deny all the connections, and most of my power happens a little closer to me. So it's almost like I think that your open guard, you need to realize that the range is a little bit closer. Not a lot, not smothered, but it's like a little, like I want to be like here, under you. Now big things are gonna happen. Big power is gonna happen, right?
Got it.
Not like here.
Yeah.
Almost at the end of my extension.
Yep.
Where if you back up 1 inch, boom, I lose my connections, and you're blocking, you're moving, you have all your movement. I got to scramble, I'm on the defensive, so you're a little far.
Got it. So that would be my adjustment if somebody's far is look to break the connections and then.
Yeah, man.
Once
But
again,
it's a razor's edge because
Okay.
if he's down, right, and I just back out like 10 years away,
Yeah.
man, if he wants to, you know, the shitty habit people have is that they just stay in guard, right? But if he wants to, he just gets up.
Right.
Now I'm like, oh, I'm at fucking work, gotta do this, right?
Yeah.
Or he just sits there. He doesn't chase me. He doesn't have to do shit.
Yeah.
And I gotta come back. But this is still good for me. This is this guy being lazy. Like really, he should be getting up, all that, right? Like,
Standing up, yeah.
like so you gotta kind of ride this razor's edge. Like for me, there's like a space
Okay.
that fucks him because I'm outside his power curve,
Yeah.
and it's good for me.
Okay.
And then I have my full mobility.
So what should, so when we start.
I also recommend that just as an approach, you stand up for him.
Okay.
If you're passing open guard, stand up for him.
Stand up more.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when we started though, right? Just for argument's sake.
Yeah.
When we were here, and like he doesn't have any connections, what is like my go-to? Am I looking to pin his leg? Am I looking to get an underhook on the leg? Is there some like thing
This
that
is a great question. There's so many approaches, right? Personally, it doesn't have to be this way.
Yeah.
Personally, I work very hard to flatten him out, get him out of a seated position.
Okay.
If he's flat, his hands are more out of it. Just look at him flat.
Yeah.
Now he's just like.
Can he
Now
put
he's-
into his
I mean,
open guard?
now-
then?
Oh, you're in his open guard anyway.
Okay.
You
Or
know?
I'm sorry.
Like you're
closed guard.
conceptually in his open guard anyway.
Yeah.
Like, but this is the thing. If you move in, you're in fucking guard, right?
Right.
Don't move in. Why are you moving in? You don't have to move in. You can start moving around. You can make it problematic for him. Just get up and start moving. Like he's got to follow you.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Kind of make him be the bull,
Yeah.
but like he's like a retarded bull who butts scoots, right?
Right.
And you're the matador who's actually fast because you're on your feet,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like he has to get in to
So
make
that's
his
actually
guard effective.
Jiu-jitsu is like just running around the side and.
Oh hell yeah,
Okay.
hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I hope this kind of gives you an idea too.
Right.
Your idea, like when you get a skilled enough matador, man, making that connection, making those first connections has got to be, you got to be on that shit, or you got to be like a wall, and he comes in, and then you're really grip fighting from the bottom, very intentionally, so that you can connect, so that he can't just run you, and then how do I make all my 4 points, and then execute them.
Right.
Which you more or less do intuitively. Like you connected 4, you went for your scissor sweep. You hit it. 4 points, do a move. You already kind of understand this from experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if I stand up here, would this be considered a scramble situation?
Yeah, this is just passing off the guard.
Okay.
Yeah. Like so we're getting too heady, we should just roll
Yeah,
more
yeah,
now.
sure.
But seriously, like so I can tell you the weakness.
Yeah.
This is so much stronger, generally, kind of like statistically, than kneeling. The problem comes later with leg locks. Like one of the counters to standing passers is leg locks.
Okay.
But in terms of like just passing guard,
Yeah.
standing is a stronger play.
Okay.
More gravity, more movement, more mobility. You're faster.
Right.
How much can you move on your knees?
Not much.
How much can you move from your feet?
A lot
A
faster.
whole fucking lot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, like when you watch me train,
Mm-hmm.
I will go into the guard just because it's too fucking easy if I'm already out of range.
Right.
But you need to get good at just dominating a guy
Yeah.
before he has connections. So don't give him shit. Don't walk in. I walk in. We start the round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I just walk in. Give him some sit. I'll make it hard for myself,
Right.
so I get some value, right? But really, if I'm like, fuck this guy, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be forcing something. He has no connections. Like I'm gonna be, like I'm just
Okay.
gonna skip the whole shit.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, finger tape. Good. Another warm up. This makes sense to you guys?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
All right, good. Yeah. Don't rush. Don't rush. Okay, you got caught in half guard. You got to reset, play the half guard game, which is good. You have him flat. Go. I'm just coaching. You keep going. And then you just got to underhook. You got to turn on your side, the side of the leg that you have trapped. Yeah, block his knee, recover guard. Yeah, you're back to your guard game. And now it's just your typical game. How do you open guard? How do you make that range? He's open. Start backing away. Start backing away. You got to feel that when he's open. Just use range. Keep going. Fight away. Fight away. Kill all his connections. Kill all his connections. He doesn't like that. This is a good range for you, Dan. You have sweeps now. You have sweeps. Influence him. Start steering him. Make him uncomfortable. Yes. That was a good attempt. Let him in the right range. Let him in the right range. He was too far. It wasn't strong enough.
Yes, he's in the right range. Danger. How do you break his posture? Brandon, posture, full posture. Full posture, just head up, good alignment, hips in straight. Lock out the deadlift. Now dive, punish that leg. You have 4 points of connection, you got to attack. Good, come up, good.